Burnley Football Club are in a terrible position. After bottling a 2-goal lead to West Ham, they sit 19th in the table with 10 points from safety. This comes after a very successful promotion campaign when they got over 100 points with Vincent Kompany as manager, and it looks like they're going back to the Championship. I want the old Burnley back. We say goodbye to Vincent Kompany and we say hello to Sean Dyche. He comes back to Burnley for a very special rebuild of Burnley, signing British and Irish players only. Burnley Football Club are in a terrible position. After bottling a 2-goal lead to West Ham, they sit 19th in the table with 10 points from safety. This comes after a very successful promotion campaign when they got over 100 points with Vincent Kompany as manager, and it looks like they're going back to the Championship. I want the old Burnley back. We say goodbye to Vincent Kompany and we say hello to Sean Dyche. He comes back to Burnley for a very special rebuild of Burnley, signing British and Irish players only. So this is how the squad looks. There are a bunch of foreigners in the squad, not the classic Burnley style. It is completely changed from what it was under Dyche. More young players, more foreigners, and there is a lot of work of clearing up the squad. First things first, I'm gonna let all the loan players leave. As you can see, they are all gone, and I have transfer listed every single player who is not from the UK. But the only exception I'm having is Irish players, Republic of Ireland, can be signed. We're allowing the whole of Ireland to be part of this. So it's UK and Ireland only. Burnley rebuild. Let's get into this. First player out the door is his Goodmanson. 1 year left in his contract. Cash in on him. He's off to Bournemouth for £1.6 million. Amin Al-Dakil is off to Young Boys for a good value of £7 million. Couldn't find the cinematic to show proof, but I can guarantee you he went for £7 million. The backup goalkeeper in real life, Muric, he used to play for Man City, is off to Galatasaray for a good value of £10 million. And Vitinho is off to Las Palmas in Spain for around £4.75 million. I definitely remember the value, but the cutscene is not there, just like Al-Dakil. But he's off permanently this time. Another player departure, Enoch Adjei, who's like 18 years old, is off to SC Braga for £1.25 million. And we make our first signing is a former Manchester United wonder kid, Angel Gomez, joining Burnley for £12 million, and his value has taken a real big hit. It was like £13 million, and now it's £9.5 million. I'm sorry. That is just baffling. I don't know why, but he's here. Two massive player arrivals here. Tosin Adarabioyo, with a year left on his contract, arrives at Burnley for a measly £8.5 million and a huge striking option. Dominic Solanke, even though you can't see him in the animation, he comes in, as you can see, for £12 million. Balling in real life, but can he ball out for Bournemouth? Oh, there he is. Even though I couldn't find a report of this signing, Brandon Austin is only here for squad depth. If we sell our Chilean goalkeeper, we only have James Trafford, and that is very worrying if he gets injured, so he's here for backup. Defensive options now, the first one. Jayden Bogle, I know he plays for Sheffield United, but he comes in for £2.7 million because we need a right back. And another player who's been balling in real life, Alfie Doty from Luton Town. His valuation has gone up by £200,000. He comes in for £3.5 million. Two huge defensive options if they both turn out well. Two more transfers We finally sell Benson Manuel to Fenerbahce for £6.1 million, as he was supposed to go to Sporting Lisbon, but that fell through. But nevertheless, because of his sale, we were able to bring one of the Championship's best players, Jack Clark. Wow, that is a huge value decrease. He is in from Sunderland for £9 million. It seems like I overpaid. By the time it really wasn't the case, and it's so disappointing. It really is. But I hope it turns out well. He is now a Burnley player. We are doing deals right at the deadline day. Well, no, we can't use this. We are doing deals right at the deadline day. The departure of Hjalmar Ekdal is joining Norwich City for £6 million. Huge deadline day where we signed 3 players. First one being Elijah Adebayo from Luton Town for £2.7 million. Jarrell Kwanzaa from Liverpool for £3.2 million, searching for more first-team games. And Ryan Yates, one of the captains of Nottingham Forest, joins Burnley for £5.2 million, and his market value has increased to £6.5 million. 3 huge additions for the short term. Squad will look until January at least. Solanke and Adebayo as the strikers, Clark and Redmond on the wide flanks, Brownhill and Gomez in midfield, and not gonna lie, defense needs a bit more work, but it'll do. If they grow insanely quick, they'll be brilliant. Let's go to January and let's try and not get relegated. Waypoint of this season, 1st of January 2024, and we are. Oh, we're 14th. We are doing way better than I first expected. On 18 points, even though we're only 3 points above the relegation zone. It is very tight at the bottom between us and 20th place Luton. Basically, it's only 4 points in it. I will try and make signings, but if not, we'll see you at the end of the season. The door, it is Lyle Foster, the South African striker. Is off to Werder Bremen for a good £5 million. See this, and I had no idea. Charlie Taylor has joined Brighton. I don't know what to think about that. I wanted him to sign a contract extension, and he's just joined Brighton. That dirty snake. I'll need to try and find a replacement now, and there's barely any left backs around. But I'll try and find one and try and get them in the team. So someone, it is Wilson Odobert, that French winger, joining Fiorentina for £4.1 million. He leaves permanently. After many attempts to try and sell him, he's gone. Busy deadline day here on January. Han Noah Masengo, with the player without their face, has joined Watford for £7 million. And the headline says we grab a bargain. Trevor Chalobah, the forgotten Chelsea man, here he is, signs for us for a bargain £9.1 million to bolster our defence. Now let's go to the end of the season and see if we don't get relegated. Final day of the season, we did beat Spurs. We are 17th in the table. 17th, right? Last game of the season, Nottingham Forest, who are around the same area as well. All to play for. If we win, we are not relegated. If we lose, we're in big trouble. Here goes. Oh my goodness, we lose. And it's an 89th minute winner by Dominguez. We'll advance. I don't know the other scores. We're going to look to the table. We survive. We survive by a point. On the final day of the season, Luton, Sheffield United and Bournemouth go down. We survive. And the champions are Man City comfortably, with Arsenal, Spurs, United getting top 4. Oh, that was a scare by a point. I'm just gonna look down. Yeah, it was mainly like Bournemouth because Sheffield United can't catch up on us. Where were they? Yeah, they lost to Chelsea. I mean, if they did get points, we would have gone down. A huge let off. Of the Championship, win the FA Cup. They beat Newcastle. Oh, and they beat us in the quarter-finals. Wow, Leicester, after 3 years of winning the FA Cup, do it again. And they're in the Championship. I'll repeat it, but it just sounds insane. Frankfurt win another European Cup. Barcelona take down Manchester United in the Europa League final. Both of them dropping out of the UEFA Champions League. I mean, a couple of years ago, they met each other in the Champions League final. How the fortunes have turned for the worse. Thriller beating Inter Milan 4-3 on penalties after the final score was 4-4. One of the most insane Champions League finals in history, but not in real life. I say goodbye to is Jay Rodriguez because he is retiring. Good first season, but really dropped off in the second. I want to push for higher places in the league, and there must be brutal signings. So let's move on to season 2. Off the season by selling 2 players. The first one, Hans Delcroix, the Belgian, moving to Italy to Sassuolo for £4 million. And another one, Wilson Odegaard, joins Cardiff for £3.7 million. Ian, who was out on loan last season, is off to Luton Town. Sale now, Anas Saouri, who's worth £10 million, is off to Wolves for £17 million. Sholinov, who was out on loan last season, is off to KAS Upan for £4.5 million. Make our first signing, Nick Pope, returns to Burnley from Newcastle United for £19.5 million. It's going to be short term, but he's 84 rated and he's going to be fine for the next few seasons. So welcome back, Nick Pope. Another player leaving us, Jordan Bayer, the German centre back, is going to Nottingham Forest for £11 million. A new player for the right hand side, it is Marcus Tavernier, the 25-year-old, joins from Bournemouth, where Solanke came from, for £12 million, his market value. Player for the midfield slot, it is the Scotsman Lewis Ferguson. Balling up for Bologna in real life, the captain comes to Burnley for £15 million. The first one being the Irishman Josh Cullen, joining Brentford for £12 million. He wanted to leave, can't grow anymore, might as well grant his wish. And then the next one is this guy, the former Manchester United striker, Wout Weghorst, is going to Spain to Athletic Club for £10 million. Solo is off to Silkeborg IF. Trafford is out on loan to Newcastle. Since bringing in Pope, I always planned on loaning Trafford out, or Fogden, and Newcastle wanted him, and yeah, he can go and develop and can grow because we've got Nick Pope. A huge pickup here at Burnley. The out of favour man, Kieran Tierney at Arsenal, leaves permanently for £25 million. What a signing for our new left back position. Next season was about to begin. Zeki Amdouni, the most valued non-British player in our squad, is finally gone to Fenerbahce for £21.5 million. Very good money. Another pick up here for good squad depth. Ethan Ampadu, the former Chelsea wonder kid, comes to us from Leeds United for £12.7 million. He can play not only in midfield but at defence, which is what I will be converting to if I can, because he's been playing there in real life this season. So I will be signing yet another midfielder, Show, for £4 million. He is off to Luton Town and finally leaves the club. Finally got a striker, Eddie Nketiah. A good value increase is coming in from Arsenal. He was also known last year for £13.5 million. A good addition. We make our signing Billy Gilmore, who used to play with Chelsea with Ampadu, comes in from Brighton for £8.8 million. End of the transfer window, this is how our squad looks. You see there's more players here. We can Nketiah, Ferguson, Pope, Tavernier, Ampadu and Gilmore on the bench. Did I forget anyone else? No. I think we've made really significant improvements on this squad, but that will only determine on our league position. Let's go to January, see where we are at that current stage. Halfway points of the season, we are 7th. Ooh, I did not expect that. We are 7th. We are 7 points, ironically, out of top 4, 5 out of Europa. We're in the Conference League right now. Way better than I thought. Thought we'd be mid-table right now, but we're exceeding expectations. The bottom 3 are Watford, Wolves, and Leicester City. So, Season 2 syndrome is not existing right now. We either go to the end of the season, or something's going to happen in this transfer window. We'll see. We are at the end of the season. We finished 6th, which is absolutely unbelievable for Burnley. Arsenal with a 21 points above second place Liverpool to win the league. And going down are Leicester, Wolves, and Watford. And another surprise here. We are in the FA Cup final. We knocked out Wolves. In the semis, we beat Newcastle on penalties. Round of 16, we beat Forest. There's the replays, and then we beat Tranmere and Middlesbrough. So, a big game coming up. This is not the end. We're going to simulate right now. I think we're going to lose. We win it late. Tottenham, just like real life, bottle a trophy. We win the FA Cup in season 2. With Burnley. Deep hit. Burnley. Well, definitely playing European football next season, and there's confirmation of us winning the FA Cup. Let's see the other trophies that the other teams have won. Aston Villa beat Manchester United to win the Carabao Cup. Napoli win the UEFA Conference League. Bad for Manchester United. They went on to win the Europa League in the end. They beat Leipzig 5-4 on penalties, 1-1 on aggregate, but that makes up for their Carabao Cup loss. Arsenal take down Real Sociedad in one of the weirdest Champions League finals. Yeah, they beat Man City, and Sociedad beat high-flying Leverkusen. That's pretty weird. 3 players who will be leaving us at the end of the season: Jack Cork, Marcel Lewis, who's going on a pre-contract, and Lewis Richardson. Second season syndrome does not exist. What a second season. We'll go to season 3 for bigger and better things. First departure here in season 3, Darrow O'Shea wanted to leave. Granted his wish, he is off to Leicester City for £6 million. Arrival now, a player who I wanted for the past few years, James Garner, arrives from Everton for a very good value of £13.2 million. His final year of his contract here at Burnley, I've cashed him to go to Fulham for £9 million. If I started on I said cash in on him, so don't twist my words. Player who I forgot played for Burnley. It is the Irishman Nathan Collins coming back to Burnley from Brentford for £16.5 million. Finally sold Vigouroux, the final non-British and Irish players at the club. He's finally left to go to Millwall. Scott Twine, who I didn't know I had in the club, goes to Leicester for £8 million. And Nathan Redmond wanted to leave. He's 31 years old, will not grow anymore. So I let him leave. The best I got for him, £11 million. AKA Fogden is out on loan again to Leeds for the season. Very excited to bring into Burnley. For my main target this season, Ebere Eze, coming in from Tottenham for £42.2 million. A club record signing, and that will make the difference, hopefully, for us. So this is how the squad is looking at the end of the transfer window. We see Starboy Eze on the left, Garner's in midfield, and Pope, for his age, has grown by 1 overall. And oh wait, Nathan Collins. Uh, he can be on defence. I mean the bench for the defence. It will take time for him to be gelled in, but yeah, that's how the squad looks. Let's go to January and see where we are at the halfway point. Halfway through the Premier League season for season 3, and we are 9th. We've dropped off slightly. We're not that far off. We're 6 points off 6th. We are 9 off top 4. We're 2 points behind Brighton with the same amount of games played. Joints mid-table with Fulham, literally in goal difference, and not three. Promoted teams, Norwich and Coventry are there. Leeds are in the mix as well, and Forest are in the relegation. So if there's no transfers, we'll advance to the end of the season. Final game of the season here in season 3. We got Nottingham Forest. Ironically, season 1 was a relegation battle, which both of us survived. Forest can still... No, Forest are officially relegated because Norwich are on 29. So when the Leeds or Norwich are going down, that's a definite. Palace and above us survived. We are 2 points off of 7th. We are not going to get 6th as of now. Any changes? Yeah, I might have to make some changes for this game specifically. Gee, everyone's tired. Don't know why. Yeah. So this is the squad. And against Forest, we win 2-1 at Adebayo. And Ferguson score. Does that change? Where's Newcastle? Yes. I'm in the Europa League final. Somehow. No, it doesn't. So we're 2 points off. And in the end, Norwich go down. Leeds survive. So they changed the roles. And if we go down, so it's going to take some time. If we go down here, where Leeds? Yeah, they beat Brighton 3-0. They're very lucky, Leeds. But I can't believe I'm saying this. We're in the Europa League final. Here we are, the Europa League final. Ironically, one of my objectives was to get into the Europa League final, which is just nuts in itself. Already done the press conference. It's not the Champions League final, hence why I'm not playing it. We're going in, and we get slaughtered as expected. We're not that ready for the elite European level, and as you can see, we lose the Europa League final. But our season's not over just yet, because we got Man City in the FA Cup final. Last season we got Spurs. Now we got blimmin' Man City. You're way better than Marseille, but all will be forgotten if we beat them. And we do. Oh, we beat them on penalties. Solanke, 89th minute equaliser, takes us to extra time. Iglesias misses, Angel Gomez misses, and Yan Couto misses. So in back-to-back years, we are holders of the FA Cup. Mental. I'm absolutely surprised. Going around to check all the other competitions, Spurs take down Arsenal in the North London derby to win a Carabao Cup. PSV win the Europa Conference League. And finally, Chelsea have success. They win the Champions League. I wish Chelsea fans think this is going to happen in real life right now. Unfortunately, it's not anytime soon. A very mixed season, but we got the FA Cup, done worse in the league, but I think we're still going to play European football next season. So let's go to season 4. A huge pickup for the beginning of season 4. Tino Livramento joins us for £30.3 million with Jaden Bogle, who was unhappy, going the other way. I'm so happy with this signing, honestly. A massive striker signing. You'll know him by now. Evan Ferguson coming in with a huge value decrease from Liverpool for £35.5 million. Very excited for this signing. Another player departs, and it's such a strange transfer. Ryan Yates to Atletico Madrid. As if that's ever going to happen in real life. Two more player departures here. The first one being Jacob Ramsey's brother, Aaron, joining Everton for £10 million. And Michael Mellon, who I've been trying to sell for who knows how long, is finally out of the club. McNally, another Irish centre back, is ironically going to Brentford. So technically a swap deal. Ramsey out, another comes in, the better one, no disrespect. Jacob Ramsey comes from Aston Villa for £27.6 million. So this is how the squad looks at the end of the transfer window. I knew it. Additions: Ramsey, Ferguson, and Livramento are playing. And yes, after winning the FA Cup, we are in Europa League again. We lost in the final last year. Let's hopefully win this one. But anyways, let's go to January. Let's go to January and see where we are. We're in January right now, and we are in 4th place, basically joint with Manchester United, with Spurs and Villa and Man City doing poor for their standards, chasing up on us. Arsenal riding away with the league, but can they keep that 11-point lead? Who knows? But the bottom 3 sides are Leicester, Brentford, and Everton, but it's very tight at the bottom as well. Just checking on our Europa League journey. Our goal is not to win the Europa League journey. We have finished top of our group, so no worries. If there's no transfers, we'll see you at the end of the season. Right, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the season, we have finished 4th in the table, pipping Chelsea by a point, miles off Liverpool and City. Arsenal win the league by 3 points. So we are going to be playing Champions League football next season, and going down our Crystal Palace, Leicester, and Brentford. And Newcastle doing very poor. But anyways, I'm going to show you this. Yeah, second time lucky. Napoli versus Burnley. We are in the Europa League final again, and let's make sure we win this damn thing. Right, here it is. Europa League final. Estadio Dragao. Second time lucky. We win! We win the Europa League. If we finished outside the top 4, then yeah, it would be a very big thing. We've got the top 4, so regardless, we are going to be playing Champions League football. Eze and Chalobah scoring the goals, winning us the Europa League final, getting slaughtered last year, and now we are the champions. Going through the rest of the competitions now, Man City obviously beating Coventry, but it was close. Man City doing the domestic double, beating Spurs 3-2. I'm going to look at the Conference League first. Manchester United win against RC Lons. It'll be Yeah, congratulations, United. I'm not going to say it. And Juventus finally win the Champions League. They beat Bayern Munich on penalties 1-1. Season 4, very successful. We will be in Champions League football next season. Let's win the Champions League, hopefully. Statement signing to kick off season 5. The former West Ham captain and Arsenal midfielder Declan Rice joins us for a very good value of £48 million as he only has 1 year left on his contract. Egan Riley leaves permanently to go to St Etienne. So, a few transfer updates. First one being the sale of Alfie Doherty. He's off to Newcastle for £15.2 million. Again, did not want to sign a contract extension, but how ironic is that we got Lewis Hall from Newcastle United for £14 million, and his value has gone up as far as I remember. So that is a very good thing, or very good business. It really is about quality over quantity. Connor Roberts departing to Brentford for £4.6 million with a year left, and to replace him is another man who used to play for Brentford, but he is right now. Aaron Hickey is in. He joined from Real Betis for £28 million. A huge addition to their midfield and a future Man United great. Kobe Mainu comes in from Napoli. He joined Napoli. He comes in for £31.5 million and his value has gone up, so that makes it a very good transfer. A very good defender signing coming in. Jared Brandvoit is in from Celta Vigo because he moved to Spain from Everton for £36.1 million for good defender depth. Because of the signing of Brantford, I've loaned out Jarrell Quansah to Brighton for this season. This is the squad we have at the end of the transfer window. As you can see, Rice is our new midfielder, Brantford is our new defender. He can still reach his potential. And just looking at our Champions League group, because this is our first season being in the Champions League, our group contains Barcelona, Benfica, and FCSB. I don't know who that team is, but that is some hard group. But we will go to January and see if we qualify out of that group. So we're in January right now, and we are sixth. So we are miles off the league by 14 points. Aston Villa and West Ham battling for it. That's a bit weird. United and Chelsea mid-table just like real life. Bournemouth and Luton doing all right for themselves. Fulham, Nottingham Forest and Coventry are in the relegation zone. And do we get out the Champions League group? We do. We finished second, I think. Yeah, we do. I was not expecting first. Ooh, at least not in Europa League. I was not expecting first, but at least we're going to still be playing Champions League football against a high-flying Bayer Leverkusen. So if I don't make any business, let's go to that game. Don't know why this happened, but Angel Gomez has just randomly left. He did not want to sign a new contract, and he's gone back to Manchester United. That does not make sense. I'm gonna have to sign a short-term replacement. Oh God, that snake replacement. I meant long-term replacement. Alex Scott comes in. Technically, to replace Angel Gomez. He comes in from Sevilla for £31.5 million. Here we go. The first leg of the round of 16 in the Champions League. It took us 5 years to get there, but we are finally here. And look how good this Bayer Leverkusen squad is. They got the likes of Romero, Saliba, Rudiger in that defence, Lavia and Koeman and Sane, Okafor. And the bench, you got Lukaku, Grimaldo, Frimpong and Wirtz, who can't even get into that starting 11. That's just how good it is. But I think we are better. Not to be disrespectful, but like the chemistry wise. So yeah, this is our squad. First leg, here we go. Ooh, it's a 2-1 defeat. We're not down and out just yet. Mainly did score, but it's all to play for in the second leg. Now, all to play for in this game. As you can see, there is no Dominic Solanke. He is suspended. But that will not stop us from getting into the next round. And we do that late on in extra time. The score was 2-1. I think it was normal time. Yeah, they scored very early. And then Scott and Ketia scoring in the normal time. And then Ketia coming up trumps and getting us into the next round. And then same tie. And we are in the quarterfinals. Let's see who we face. We are in the quarterfinals. And we got Bayern Munich. Another German side. And yeah, just take a look at this squad. They've got Musiala, Colomwani, Ulisse, Matoma, Mark Guehi, Matthias Delict, um, Edison and goal, if I already said that. Victor Boniface. And look at this squad. I mean, half of them are not even fit right now, so praise be to the Lord that we get something out of this, which I doubt. Oh! Okay. A 2-2 draw. If you said this before, I would have said hell no. But that is a very good result to take at the Allianz Arena. I think that's what the stadium's called. But regardless, we're gonna go second leg in Germany. Huge second leg coming up. Alex Scott is suspended. We got Kobe Mainoo who's gonna perform. Trust me. It's 2-2. Do we go through? The answer is no. We go out in extra time. Let's go to the end of the season, I guess. The season, we finished first. Only 2 points above Man City. Aston Villa getting third. West Ham and Liverpool will be playing Europa. Arsenal will be playing Conference. United and Chelsea do not make Europe. And going down are Coventry, Fulham and Southampton. And our season is not over just yet. We still have something to play for in the FA Cup final against Chelsea. We're gonna win this, and we do. 3-2, Rice scoring the first minute, Ferguson just before half time, and Rice scoring. Oh, he scored twice. How beautiful. So, it's not all doom and gloom being out of the Champions League. We've done the double Premier League and an FA Cup. Spurs win a trophy in the Carabao Cup, and we go to the Conference League. Roma demolishing AS Alkmaar 4-1. Europa League belongs to Benfica, who break their curse, beating Inter Milan 1-0. And the Champions League belongs to Real Madrid. Theory are doing very well, getting into the final, being Liverpool, and Madrid doing over Bayern Munich, to who we got knocked out to. Season 5 was okay, but we need to up the ante, win the Champions League in Season 6. Just a quick heads up on who departed. James Garner did not want to sign a new contract. He's out. Michael Obafemi I did not want him to sign. And Brandon Austin, I just completely forgot he's on to Cardiff. A monstrous signing here at Burnley. It is Jude Bellingham. You all heard of him by now. 1 year left on his contract. Comes in from Real Madrid for £113 million. That is a statement signing. Signing Anthony Gordon, even though he's a left winger, he's going to be coming in as a striker, and he will be replacing someone who's been here from season 1. And I wanted out is gone. Elijah Adebayo off to Ghent for £14 million. I had a year left in his contract. Thankfully, I did get enough money for him, way more than his value. So pending that he was on a year left on his contract. So this is the squad. Basically the best of the English players I can get with my money. Just look at Dominic Solanke, 89 rated. Of course, Bellingham in midfield with Rice, Eze, Tierney, 87 rated. Pope going strong at 85. We'll see how he goes. Livramento, possibly the best English right back. And we're going to see who's in our Champions League group. And our Champions League group contains Inter Milan, Celtic and Sporting Lisbon. I think we can get out of this group, but we'll see what happens. We'll go to January and see where we are. So we are at January 1st and we are joint top with Liverpool. City a point behind us. United catching up as well. And the teams currently in the bottom are Everton, Watford and Bournemouth. Of course, we won the league last year if I'm not mistaken. And we're going to look to see where we finished in the Champions League. We have topped our group by 3 points, 4 wins, 2 draws. Celtic and Sporting eliminated. And we will be facing Wolfsburg. I think we can go through, but depends what happens. If I don't make any adjustments to the squad, we'll go to that game. Nick Pope's rating was declining. I had to make an urgent signing, and one of them that should leave Arsenal in real life. Aaron Ramsdale comes in for £35.9 million. Kicking off the first leg away from home against Wolfsburg, and taking a look at their squad, they've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Gomez from Wolves, Antonio Nusa, and a few regen players. I expect us to go through, but you never know with Burnley. Like, half of them are not even fit right now, so we'll go see what happens. And it's a 2-1 win. Rice scoring late on to take us advantage back to Turf Moor. Advantage to us. 2-1. I expect us to go through, and we do. I was going to say just because of the 3-2 result, but we won 5-3 on aggregate. Eze missing a penalty, Bellingham scoring, and Chalobah. So we are through to the next round of the Champions League. Into the quarterfinals now. We have a huge clash against Manchester City. We're going to take a look at their squad. They still got likes of Haaland, Doku, Foden, and it's a Roger playing at centre back with Diaz, and they sign likes of Chouameni, Udogi Casteels, or you ask about Heung-min Son. Heung-min Son is signed for them. Yeah, most of it is in their late 30s, but we're here at home first leg, and we get a resounding win, 3-1. Ferguson, Solanke, and Bellingham doing the business. Very good stuff. We'll go to the second leg at the Etihad. Second leg now, everything to play for with a 2-goal advantage away at the Etihad. We go leg now, everything to play for. Of course, we had the 3-goal advantage with that incredible display at home, but we are away at the Etihad. Do we go through? We do. We lose on the night, but that goal by Ferguson puts us through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Don't come as big as this. Away at PSG first leg. Mbappe is still there. Dembele on the right. Pedri, Donnarumma. There's some Balde. Koundé's gone back to France. David Raya on the bench. Most of it's kind of regen players. Is that? Oh, and there's Bernardo Silva. And yeah, this is my team. And Rice and Eze. Ooh. But we could go to their place and we get a 2-2 draw. I'll happily take that. Solanke scoring, Mbappe missing a penalty, and Ramsey at the death getting us a valuable goal to take us to Turf Moor. Let's go there. Second leg now, all to play for in this game. Without Jacob Ramsey's late equaliser, we wouldn't be in this position. A 2-2 draw, heading to Turf Moor. Do we go through is the answer. We do. Dominic Solanke just after half time puts us in the Champions League final. It only took us 6 years, but we have finally made it to the Champions League final. And let's see if we win it. But first, we'll go to the end of the season. We are at the end of the season. We win the league by some distance, 7 points above Liverpool, who came second. And yeah, we won the league, but the main priority is this, the Champions League final, and we will be taking on AC Milan on the 2nd of June 2029, 6 years. But just going through to the look of the cups, surprisingly, we won the FA Cup. Could we do the treble here? The Carabao Cup belongs to Chelsea, beating Arsenal in the London derby, should we say. Conference League. No, let's go. And Sevilla win Europa League as they usually do. over Napoli. Going through the squad here, you just see how well they've been, especially Dominic Solanke after signing him in the first season. Kieran Tierney outperforming. We know how good Declan Rice is. Trevor Chalobah is an 86. Bamford, we all know how good he is. And Cassia is an 85. Taffin is an 85 as well with Alex Scott. Gordon I just signed for squad depth, as they say. Nick Pope has gone down, hence why I signed Ramsdale. And I mean, if he's still on his development, Kobe Main, he's not an A3. He'll be an 88 at least. I'm just gonna go through the stats here. You got Dominic Solanke with the most appearances, with the most goals of 29. And I believe Marcus Tavernier got 16 assists. Jude got 12. Ramsey got 9. Alex got 17 goals. What a season he's having as well. And he can't even make the starting 11. And now we're going to look at this Milan side. Benjamin Pavard is a traitor. If you know, you know. Tomori, one of England's best centre-backs, still there. Chukwueze still there. There's on McAllister, Theo Hernandez, Manyan, of course, in goal. But a big player missing for them is Rafa Leao, who is suspended. That is huge for us. So he's out for the final. And it's going to be, ironically, at the San Siro. And this is basically the squad I'm going to use. Let's win the trophy. Here we go. The Champions League final in 2029. It took us 6 years to get here. But now, let's win this. Milan have the ball here. And I think this is a very good attacking opportunity here. Theo Hernandez runs. What is Ramsdale doing? He could have caught that. But here's Benasser, McAllister, Ramos back to McAllister. And it is 1-0 to AC Milan. We go behind. The first real attacking opportunity of the whole game, and we concede. But my question is, what is Ramsdale doing for that cross? He could have caught that. What's he doing? But like, the defending was also questionable. But hey, we got time. 1-0 down, unfortunately. Tierney on the ball here. What is he gonna do? He crosses it to Eze. Tries and clears it, but we got a bit of space to attack, and I think we're gonna do well here if he doesn't lose the ball. Okay, makes the right pass to Ferguson. Ferguson finds Solanke, and Solanke has equalised for Burnley. The captain, the talisman, been here since season 1, outperforming all expectations, has got us level at the San Siro away from home. Are we gonna do a Chelsea where we win the Champions League as an opponent's home ground? That was Bayern Munich. But just after 5 minutes, 8 minutes technically, we're back to 1-1. Coxu on the ball to Benasser. Ramos to Chukwueze. There was space for him. But now Tierney's on him. Benasser to Correa. Correa finds Traore. Clean shoots. Oh, that is a good save by Ramsdale just before half time. The man who I think is that fault for the goal comes up clutch just before half time, and that header is bad. And I think if we clear it, where's the ref blow the whistle? There it is. So it is 1-1 at half time. Livramento, he finds Jacob Ramsey to make 2-1. Oh, that is a terrible miss and a very good opportunity just after half time. McAllister finds Traore, the replacement for Leao. He has a very good attacking opportunity on the flanks. Is he going to cross here? He does. What is Ramsdale doing? I'm sorry, that is the second time he's done that in this game. The first one led to a goal. This one nearly did. What is he so bad at crosses? But here's the corner and it's caught. Tierney on the ball. Finds Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, our star player. He finds Nketiah, who comes off the bench. And just after coming off the bench, Eddie Nketiah, wearing number 7, has scored. Make it 2-1. And give us a valuable lead with just over 10 minutes to go at the San Siro. We're going to take a look at this again. Beautiful play from Jude. Finds Nketiah, no one on him. Beats it past Manyan. And It only took us 6 years to get there, but we are very close to getting our first Champions League. Let's hold on to this lead. Is there one more attacking opportunity here for AC Milan? Their players are all tired, including Theo Hernandez. He stops on the ball, and that is an awful cross to Eze. And Kessian, we don't need to get out of it. We have hold on, and we have won the Champions League. It took us 6 years, but it is proof that you can win a Champions League with just English, Irish, Northern Irish, Scottish and Welsh players only at Burnley. The best of the best. Well, not really, because there could have been a lot better ones coming in to Burnley, but I like to switch it up, and boom, we have finally won the Champions League. All of them players did themselves proud for the badge and for the fans, and we'll celebrate this moment. What rebuild do you guys want me to do next? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, share it, subscribe, turn on the notifications to be notified of my new videos. But now we're going to see the cinematics of our talisman, Dominic Solanke, lifting that Champions League. Here we go, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'm out.